Good morning. I had planned to make my 16-month update video in the middle of the woods, sitting on the hiking trail, and I just thought that would be a cool thing because 15 months out from my surgery, I wasn't able to do that. I didn't even have any kind of indication that I would want to go hiking. But I've been doing quite a bit of hiking, probably 25 miles, 20 miles this month on different trails in my general vicinity. So that's been a new thing that I've added because I just wanted to. I don't use a pack or anything like that because I'm not out that long, just a couple hours at a time. So the park that I go to has a big hill going down to it and then an even bigger hill going down into the main part of the park. And yesterday I had my phone, I had taken my long walk. I was going to do a run, but I thought, 2 days in a row I shouldn't run. So instead I did a little bit of running and then my knee said, no. So I walked my walk. And in fact, I only walked half of my walk and then I turned back around and headed back home. But I was going to go down to that park, and as soon as I hit that hill going down, my knee felt like I had a little tennis ball underneath it, and it was squeezy and painful. So, hello, cat. That's Cameron. Poor Cameron has an injury from being outside, so we're trying to keep him in, and he's not happy. He's not happy. Hi, Cam. Okay. I'm so allergic to cats. Okay, so I'm so allergic to cats. So I decided right then, boom, no, I'm not going down this hill. And so here I am, not making the video from the woods, instead making it from here. 16 months out. I've stopped criticizing myself for late night eating. And by late night eating, it's much different than it used to be. It used to be like 3 or 4 in the morning and I'd have a whole meal. I'm not doing that. I haven't done that in a long time. But, probably 10 o'clock at night, having something to eat. Part of the reason that I've stopped criticizing myself for it is because when I get up in the morning and do my long walk or whatever, sorry, my face is super itchy from allergies. I'm just like the itch zone. Okay, maybe that'll give me 5 minutes. And I can't take allergy medicine because when I take allergy medicine, it's an antihistamine. It gets me dehydrated and it causes digestive problems. So, I just have to power through these allergies because everything's growing, And the air conditioning's on, it blows dust around. I'm allergic to dust too. So I'm trying not to get down on myself too much about eating at night, but I'm trying to choose things that are going to help me in the morning when I do my run, because now I'm running every other day and walking. I think it's just justification. I just like eating at night. The thing is, I don't have any idea how all this works, and I don't even know how I'm doing. I still find myself having times when I'm eating out too much. I have times when I'm hating the idea of working out and just wanting to not do it. I feel like the reason that I'm working out is mainly so that I can continue to eat more. It's, I don't know, it's a double-edged sword. But I feel really good, and I think that just knowing that I'm able to work out for the amount of time that I am every day and add to it a little bit more every day, maybe do this or that extra, those things mean that I'm coming along. But my size hasn't changed, my weight hasn't changed, not in months. And I would love to say, oh, that doesn't bother me. But, sometimes it still does. I'd posted this video where I said, oh, I'm in maintenance, I'm not going to lose anymore. And still when I look at that scale, it pisses me off. You know, because I figured once I started adding running into it, that I was just going to lose all this fat that's on the front. It is stubborn. But I can't bring myself to do an hour of this walk run or 85 minutes of this walk run that I do every morning and then still undereat. I just can't, you know, and I don't know, you know, I feel pretty good most of the time. My anxiety is just over the roof right now. I couldn't even tell you why. Oh, it's coming up on summer vacation. All the kids are going to be out. We added a hab aide for my son here at the house. So we have somebody new in the house for many hours, and it's a very nice person, and we all get along really well, but it's so hard to have a new person in the house no matter how nice they are. And my house is not exactly user-friendly. It's like I try and shovel things out, and they just keep piling the crap on all the time. You know, the mess and stuff like that, and the dust, and the animals lose fur, and the cat is back. Get down, cat. Get down. I just feel so under the gun that it's not even funny. There was one day when I was out walking, and I thought to myself, what if I could make a robot that, because I'm reading this book about this technoid thing, if I could make a robot that would be completely like me and just leave it at the house and one of these days go out walking and just keep walking. Because I'm so overwhelmed and I'm so stressed and I don't even feel like I know what it's like to feel like a normal person. Summer is when everybody is out, and we opted not to do a summer program for Charlie, our son who has autism, so that means it's going to be 3 months of having everybody home together, and they fight, and I got one kid going off to college, and he keeps having times when he's snotty, and then very sweet, and then very snotty, and then very sweet, and, you know, I understand after having 6 kids, this is a process that they go through, but I am just so stressed, and back to having to take Xanax at night to sleep, because otherwise I cannot sleep. I cannot use my CPAP. Without taking Xanax at night, I simply cannot sleep with a CPAP. I'm too itchy. My legs are too jumpy. I can't stay asleep. I can't keep that thing on. And when I do take Xanax and I do use a CPAP, I sleep much better. I actually dream, which is good, and I don't wake up with these crushing headaches that they're like terrible migraines, and they happen just when I don't use my CPAP. I don't know. I would love to say I feel great, and body-wise I do feel pretty good. It's nice to be able to put on pretty much any clothes, but you know, I still have, like I said, belly and stuff like that. I don't really have fat anyplace else other than the belly and the, you know, this part here, and it just is stubborn, you know, but that's like 90% of the world. So I'm trying not to care too terribly much. When I go out running, I've got floppage, you know, flop, 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 flop. If I don't hold my arms in a certain way, I've got flappage and clapping and clap, 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 clap. I'm applauding myself as I'm running, and that's kind of a pain in the ass. You know, I've taken to wearing these really, really loose shirts just so I have some volume so I don't look like I'm in really tight clothes flopping everywhere. This is my husband's shirt. If I had to say on a scale of 1 to 10 how much I'm enjoying life right now, I couldn't. Because there are times that I actually get to do things on my own, or get to do things with my daughter, or get to go out someplace and just walk in the woods, or go to the zoo and walk. And that's a really good time. But for a lot of the time, I'm sitting here just so frustrated because of mess that I can't contain, that I have tired of cleaning repeatedly. I've tired of picking up the same toys, the same skateboard, the same rollerblades, and I would rather throw them away than to continue to pick them up. I'm tired of going down to do laundry and having the kids bring down their clothes, which they do, and the top 4 or 5 things in the basket of one of the kids is dirty stuff, and all the rest of it is the clean, folded clothes that I sent up the week before, and they're simply in the bottom of the basket. So from this point on, that kid is doing their own laundry because I'm not going to keep doing it. I'm not going to keep washing, drying, and folding clean clothes. And at one point I took all those clothes and I bagged them up and I put them in a locked room. I have a locked closet that I don't want the kids to get into. And that child simply had no clothes for 2 months. She had to wear the same 4 outfits over and over and over. And I thought that she had learned her lesson at that point. It's like I want to take everything non-essential in my house, take it to the thrift store, dump it. I have a couple of chairs I want to get rid of. I have a few impulsive things that I picked up at a thrift store that I want to get rid of. I just want some space back. And I'm having dreams that I'm stuck doing housework over and over and over, washing dishes and not having any clean water to rinse the dishes in. What does that even mean? Washing silverware over and over. I have no silverware. I have like 4 forks and 2 spoons, and I keep buying spoons and they keep disappearing because people, what the hell are they doing with the spoons? So I'm spending my life habitually pissed off, and it's not good for me. So feel free to give me advice as far as what I should do, or should I just go walk on the Appalachian Trail for 5 months and let these people figure it out on their own? I'm very frustrated. The weight loss is great. I'm sustaining at 16 months, but I'm still the same person I was before the surgery. That hasn't changed.